Hello everybody, Keith here for Discovering Chicago and Beyond. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, thanks for coming back. We decided to take a little quick trip over to Galena, and we want to bring you with us, and we're going to check out what's going on in Galena, which is a beautiful, phenomenal little town, only about 2 hours outside of Chicago. So let's go. Now we're at the floodgates protecting the downtown area of Galena from the mighty Galena River, which is just a little thing right now, but apparently after lots of rain, 8 to 15 inches, these flash floods developed, and this river just engulfs everything. So they have these giant floodgates that they actually close to protect the downtown. So the Army Corps of Engineers in the 1950s built this levee here to protect the downtown from these floods. They also installed these gates. So these are obviously open now, but the last time they closed them, I think, was in 2023. They closed them in 2017. In 2011, they had a huge flood, and the water was up to here. I would be floating right now. And it just seems ridiculous that this little stream, this little tiny river, would grow to be such a crazy torrential behemoth. Hey, welcome to the Dowling House, Galena's oldest house. This house was built in 1826, and we can't go in there right now. We've been inside there. It's pretty cool, but it's actually pretty small. This is the DeSoto House. It's the most famous hotel here. It was opened in 1855. Lincoln was here, Grant was here, Douglas was here, all those big guys were here at one time or another. It actually was a 225-room hotel, 5 stories. In 1880, they knocked off 2 of the top stories, so now it's like 50-something rooms. Very cool. Galena was founded in the early 1800s and quickly became a thriving mining town due to its rich deposits of lead. By the 1820s, it was a major center for lead mining, drawing settlers and miners. Its location along the Galena River, which connected to the Mississippi River, made it a crucial riverboat town for transporting lead, goods, and people. At its peak in the mid-1800s, Galena was one of Illinois' most important cities, even rivaling Chicago in significance. However, as the lead industry declined and the Galena River silted over and began to shrink, railroads replaced riverboats, and Galena's prominence faded. By the late 19th century, the town experienced economic stagnation. This decline, ironically, preserved many of its historic buildings, allowing Galena to transform in the 20th century into a popular weekend getaway and tourist destination. Today, Galena is known for its well-preserved 19th century architecture, charming downtown, historic homes, and outdoor activities such as the Chestnut Mountain Ski Resort and the fabulous Eagle Ridge Golf Resort in the Galena territories. Behind me is the Customs House, which used to be right on the port here because that levee wasn't there. So these riverboats would come in, unload, everything has to go through here, and then get dispersed out into the town and to the merchants. This thing was built in the mid-1800s, like almost all the rest of the town, and it functioned as a customs house up until the late 1800s when they turned it into a post office. General Ulysses S. Grant's home was gifted to him in 1865 by local citizens after his Civil War victories and served as his residence before his presidency. The house and a couple of other structures have since been preserved as a museum, showcasing period furnishings, artifacts, and memorabilia from his career. This is the Stillman House, right across from Grant's house. This used to be a B&B, and we've stayed here. And this was built by a riverboat captain back in the mid-1800s when the Galena River was huge and was a major port on the Mississippi River. So the thing at the top, which we've been in, is called a Widow's Walk, and that was built for supposedly for the women to go up there and see. They could see the port down there on the Galena River to see when their husband's riverboat was going to come back in. Downtown Main Street is an eclectic mix of restaurants, coffee shops, boutiques, wineries, some great retail shops, and all in all, a really great vibe. As you can see, we're not doing too much on Main Street for this video, but more about the rest of the town. We'll do a Main Street video in the future, highlighting our favorite spots to eat, drink, and be merry. But for now, Galena's architecture is a key feature, with over 85% of the town listed on the National Register of Historic Places. The town is known for its federal-style brick buildings, Victorian homes, and Italianate designs. We've seen the Grant Home, Belvedere Mansion, and Dowling House, but both Main Street and the residential streets above it are lined with structures that reflect its 1800s heyday as a lead mining and riverboat town, which have been lovingly restored to provide really cool housing into the next century. Life in Galena is relaxed and community-oriented. The population is only around 3,300, so there's a strong sense of local pride and neighborliness. The town's rich history and picturesque setting attract visitors looking for a peaceful retreat or outdoor adventure, and the residents embrace a slower pace of life, with a strong focus on preservation and appreciation of their historic surroundings. There's something for everyone here, and the town regularly hosts events that draw visitors year-round. Those events include the Galena Country Fair in the fall and Wine Lovers Weekend in the spring. Autumn around here is especially incredible, with picturesque landscapes and beautiful fall colors, not to mention all of the spooky Halloween fun and excellent ghost tours of all the haunted sites in town. And of course, the Christmas holiday season in Galena is truly magical. Now, we are at one of the nicest places to stay in Galena. It is the Jail Hill Inn. It's an old jail. There used to be convicts here and bad guys, and the courthouse is right across the street. A little too dark to show you right now. I'll show you in the morning, but this was the jail, and there's lots of paranormal stuff that supposedly happened here, but it's kind of sad. It fluctuated in between what was happening with the place, and then this guy bought it, and he put a ton of money into it, and it is absolutely gorgeous. You can come around and see it's not cheap, but it's phenomenal. Look at this. It's beautiful. It's got 5 or 6 rooms, I don't remember. So now we're by Amelia's Ghost Tours, which is just one of the 3 main ghost tours. There's Amelia's is driving, there's a haunted walking tour, and there's also a haunted pub crawl. So she's just got one of them. She also has a dinner theater here. It's not open now, but they do like murder mysteries, all that kind of stuff. Galena is actually a very, very haunted town. There's all kinds of supernatural things that have supposedly been documented here, and all kinds of great locations that are super spooky. at a Chestnut Mountain Resort, which is about 8 miles outside of Galena. Wonderful place, ski resort. It's incredible in the winter. They make their own snow. We've been up here. I can't believe the place is jammed. We've been up here a few times in the summer. They have lots of activities. They have zip lining. They have this really cool alpine slide that you go down. It's incredible. So great place to come. Only about 8 miles outside of Galena. You could stay here if you have kids. It's phenomenal. And if you don't, it's phenomenal too.
A quick reminder, if you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing to the channel. Hit the like button down below and leave any comments about anything you may want to see or things we got right or things we got wrong. Please let us know. Again, like, subscribe, and comment. We really appreciate it, and it helps us out a lot. Thanks again, and we'll see you on our next adventure.